and a very good evening, good afternoon. Welcome back to Crafters TV. My name's Ben Moseby. We're laughing just for the fact you'll know that if you've seen any of the shows that we're doing recently, I've been trying to come up with little lyrics for all of the tunes that we've got for the videos that you watch before we go live. We've obviously got the "It's no time for calling me happy, it's no time for that one, and we're just trying to come up with one for Monday Makers. Let's just say it's a work in progress. All right, with the Monday Makers one, it's a bit of a work in progress. Maybe next week. Anyway, less of talking about coming up with lyrics to these shows. Let's talk about the fact that it is Members Week. Yes, we officially. What does sound like Kermit the Frog then? Yay! We officially launched it just a little while ago with Sarah on launch day. But if you have just tuned in for the first time, welcome, because there is so much to look forward to here on Members Week. Not only for the whole week are we giving you double points on everything. Yes, we are also going to be giving you 3 for 2 deals on things like adhesive, on cardstock, on Gemini accessories. We are also saying to you over the course of this week that if you spend £10 or $10, you will get yourself a free gift. Here is today's free gift. This here, the Dear Friend stamp and die set, worth £15 or $16.95, which is phenomenal. And remember, that is per order as well. So if you come back and order again, you'll get it again. So it's a great way. I mean, seriously, spend £10 or $10 and get something worth £15 or $17. Bonkers. And each and every day, it will be a different free gift. So my suggestion to you is come back each and every day, pick up those free gifts whilst stocks last. And here's the other thing to point out to you. If you're not yet a member of Club Inspire, get joined up, for goodness sake, because this is the time when you really do pick up the bargains. You can sign up for free on our website, and here you see there 20% off your first order, and also, of course, you'll get 250 bonus points to get you started, which will get you into the bronze bracket straight away. So you'll start making those savings straight off the bat. Now, the other thing I need to bring to your attention, which is hugely exciting, which we launched a little bit earlier on. The Crafter's Companion water bottle is here. We sold hundreds of these when we launched them a little bit earlier on, but you can still be one of the very first to get your hands on this water bottle. £9.99 or $16.95 is the price per bottle. Platinum price $7.99 or $13.56. And I tell you what, all the cool kids have got these. George has got one. Georgina's got one. I've got one. And the guy on the other side... Hang on a minute. I said all the cool kids. What are you doing with that bottle over there, Craig?
I've got one as well. Boy, here we go. Now, I'm going to pick something up that Ben just said there a minute ago, how it launched earlier on with Sarah. But you guys know by now, the whole point, the whole reason of Wake Up Call is to give you that initial head start, and that's exactly what we've done today. Do you know what? Let's dive straight in, have a look to see what you can be doing, what you could be making, and what you could be using when it comes to Monday Makers. We've got Connie Fawn on the show as well. So we're going to be using a few different colour mediums when it comes to some of the demos we're going to be doing here. So here is a little bit of tease as to 2 of the characters. We've got the twirling characters as well on here. Now, when it comes to things such as the twirling characters, don't just think about your cards and your projects here. Think about your penny sliders. Think about your pop-up boxes, because these are going to be absolutely perfect size-wise for things like your penny sliders.
Spin the dog, gone.
Whole concept of these one, twirl them around, then you're going to close it, pop it into the envelope, then when the recipient opens it up, that did twirl. It twirled that super fast that was just done. But that's your twirling characters. Then we've also got the left fold alphabets here. So this is where all of these dies, these will die cut out, but they stay hinged on the left hand side, hence the name. Left fold alphabets. Some of them, they will be right hand alphabets, depending on the letter, if it's symmetrical.
Oh, that H?
I mean later on, the H. That could be...
or the O.
Or the O. Could be. Just turn it the other way around, upside down, which I learned the last time I used them. But then do you know what? Do what I usually do. I don't actually tend to use them majority of the time as left fold alphabets. I actually use them most of the time as standard alphabets. Run them through my cardstock, trim on that folded line, and there's more alphabets and numbers we've got within the stash. Demo galore at the side of me here. I did promise you on Wake Up Call because I wanted to give you all the information all about Club Inspired Members Week. So I promised you when it comes to my demos, it will be demo heavy and demo step by step for Monday Makers today.
Looking forward to it all. As per usual, we are live and interactive this Monday afternoon. Get in touch and say hello, won't you? On Facebook and on YouTube. Let us know what's going on. Let us know what deals you've taken advantage of so far. Let us know what you're loving about the Members Week event so far. And of course, any questions, as per usual, you can get in touch and get those to us. Julie is in from Oregon. Georgianne is in from Clearwater, Florida. Hello, Sandra in Buffalo. Patty in Michigan. Susie T in New Orleans. Antoinette in South Africa. South Africa. I think my first South African viewer. Hello, Antoinette. Lovely to have you with us. Producer Georgina's gone to serve. Antoinette, want to be on the telly? I want to hear a voice. Obviously, a big fan of the South African accent. It is a lovely accent, actually. Dieta saying hello from Southern California. And Hannah Hicks on Facebook says, Monday Makers, making it and shaking it. Right, let us crack on and show you this Twirling character stamp and die collection. This is phenomenal, and you've already seen the kind of gist of this, how you can make these really cool characters do their thing. You're going to get within this collection the Twirling Bee. Each of them comes with a stamp set. You've got the dies to be able to cut out your main character, and then they've each got their own little aperture that they can spin around in. The apertures, of course, are interchangeable, which is marvellous. You can change the characters around, but there's the Twirling Bird, sending joy, good thoughts, hope and love. He comes with a little envelope and some hearts. Each of the characters comes with little embellishments, like the cat here, whose aperture is the goldfish bowl. Brilliant. Comes with little goldfish that you can cut out with those dies. You've then got the rabbit, who comes with sort of like a kapow. Do you know, like they used to have in Batman? That reminds me of the kapow, whap, bang, that kind of thing. Yeah, crash, bang, wallop, Georgina, exactly. He comes with that little aperture. Hip hop parade, thank you. And this bunny loves you. You've then got, if you've got a cat, you've got to have the dog. You saw him twirling away in Craig's card earlier on in the doghouse aperture. How amazing is that? The cat did it just for you, and I woof you, I woof you. You've then got the little elephant who comes inside the little balloon there, which is amazing. And then last but by no means least, yes, their unicorn. He comes with that little pennant-shaped aperture, which is phenomenal. Have a wonderful day, a magical day. Have a magical time. All of those for an amazing price. You're saving £22.93 or $28.65. The platinum deal on that is £26.40, £26.40, $32.80. Which is phenomenal, and of course you'll get double points as well. The best price we have ever done this collection for. So come on, what are you waiting for? I know what you're waiting for. You want to see how easy it is to put these together because you don't believe it's going to be simple to do you? I know what you're thinking. Well, the man over the side of the studio, they call the Hottie Scotty, is going to show you that it's very simple.
I am indeed. So let's go straight in. We're going to be using the Twirling Bee for this one here. Now, what I'm going to do is let's bring in some watercolour card here, because we're going to use the tri-colours for these ones. So what we can then do is we can take the two bumblebees, and I say two of them because what you've actually got is the front and the back. Now, when it comes to the bumblebee, if we bring in the die, this one you will see it is symmetrical from the front and the back. So if I turn it around, you can see it's exactly the same front and back. So you're able to then stamp straight onto that one die. So what we can then do is I'm going to come in with the two bumblebees here and let's stamp them together. And because, Ben, I'm going to be using the Tri-Aqua pens, which are water-based.
Yes.
We need the waterproof ink pad.
And on the show, of course, as well.
So this one that I'm using is Flagstone, but you could be using the Noir Black, or you could be using the Rustic Brown, Pebble, whichever one you so wish. So stamping this into play, So let's stamp that one here. And then this gives us a really, really crisp and clean impression that we can see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run it through my Gemini. But what you can see, size-wise, these are going to go through the Gemini Mini, no problem whatsoever. So while we can do that, let's do that. I'm going to bring in my Mini, and we're going to run both of these ones through, not at the same time, of course, because we've only got the one die, but we'll run one through. Then what we can do is come along, run the other one through, and then we can do a little bit of colouring when it comes to these ones.
Okie dokie. Thank you for all the lovely comments coming in, by the way. Denise is with us. Hello. Finally get to watch today live from a hot southwest city of St. George in the Red Hill of southern Utah. Sounds amazing. Great afternoon, says Jeffrey. That's due to having Craig and Ben on together and being Monday makers. Eh? And loving the free gift, says Eve B, and the double points. When does the deal end, says Michelle, and it's for you. Double points and the free gift. It runs all week. It runs all week. It's members week. If you have just joined us, not just today, till the end of play Sunday. So midnight Sunday, wherever you are, midnight on Sunday, that's it. So you've got so many days to get in and shop, take advantage of the double points, take advantage of the free gifts, and you get a different free gift every day. And I reckon what you should definitely do is come back and spend the 10 or the 10 each and every day. I know it's easy for me to say, but that way you're going to get the free gift which changes. And if today's free gift is anything to go by, it's more than the £10 that you're spending. $14.95 or $16.95 is the one today. Bonkers, Craig, isn't it?
Absolutely bonkers, Ben, isn't it?
Yeah, bonkers. Bonkers. We've got the tricolours.
We do
on the
indeed.
show for you. And the details are coming up on the screen here. My producer Georgina can't believe the deal that you've got these on. 25 quid or $38, £20 or $30.40 if you are platinum. Right, so here you go, Craig.
Yeah.
Producer Georgina is umming and ahhing whether to go for the tricolour markers. She's a bullet journaler. It's your job to persuade her to purchase them this evening. Go.
Because they're aqua pens and they're amazing.
Georgina, have you bought them yet? She's not bought them yet.
No.
Tough crowd. Why are these so great though? Because like you say, they're aqua pens, so they're water-based, right? So there's so many different techniques we can do with them.
Plus, what we've done with these ones here, if you're familiar with our tri-blend pens, you will know that the one pen, it's got the dark, the medium and the light in one pen, which is great and amazing. What Leanne and the product development team have done here with the tri-colours is instead of putting them in those ways, because they're water-based, it means you can create and mix your own colours. So what they've done is they've actually put the colours that complement each other within one pen. So for instance, this one here, we've got the flame red that's going to complement with the sunflower, that's going to complement with the blue, or the marine in this instance. So straight away, you know, you've got the sky, you know, you've got your skies at night time, in the morning time, at dusk time, sunrise, all these different scapes. Autumn time when it comes to your red and yellows, winter time when it comes to the blue. That's only one pen alone. So that's how they've put the colours in that complement. Then comes onto your glass mat or your craft mat or a piece of laminate, or it could even be a bit of plastic sheeting, acetate, anything like that. And you can start to pull and blend all the colours together and make your own ones. And then you can be using your water brush and water. But while we've got our sparkle pens back in stock,
yeah, we do.
in one of the sets you get your clear sparkle overlay. So we can now turn our aqua tricolours into a gorgeous sparkly colour simply by picking up the colour, and then we're going to go in with the bumblebee, and what we're going to do is we're going to make it a really, really fun, bright rainbow body for the bumblebee. So going in and watercolouring all the different colours that we've got here. So we'll go for blue, we'll go for green, we'll go for yellow, we'll go for orange, and then we'll go for red into here.
Do love bumblebees, but never have I seen one so colourful as you're going to do this one.
It's going to be nice. It's going to celebrate many occasions at the moment. So it's going to be nice so that we can then do that. And then that's the thing, when it comes to anything like this, not even just the twirling characters, anything you can then start to colour, coordinate to whatever you're doing, whatever you're making. If you're theming something in the world, then you can do that, no problem at all.
I do love little bumblebees, although at the minute in our household, anything that buzzes is proving to be a bit of a drama for my 9-year-old daughter. If she hears a buzz, that's it. It's the end of the world.
Is it?
She doesn't like she was in the bath last night. I came up and all of a sudden I just heard her go, "Daddy, buzzer!" She calls them buzzers. So then I had to run upstairs and waft the buzzer out the window. And I try and tell her how nice, the bumblebees are, and that, the flies are not so nice potentially as your bumblebees, and your wasps, again, they've got their role in nature, haven't they? But potentially not as nice as the old bumblebee. I try and tell her, you don't have to be scared of the buzzers, but she won't have it. So this guy, now being the spider catcher in the family, is the buzzer warden as well.
The buzzer warden.
Yeah. How are you with things that buzz and fly around?
Bees that I'm absolutely fine with.
Yeah.
Bees I'm absolutely fine with.
Yeah.
Wasps, no, but I just don't like wasps.
No.
They're horrible little monkeys. Don't like them at all.
They're not monkeys, they're actual wasps. They have got a purpose, haven't they? Because people think like wasps are just like pests, but don't they?
There's nothing on this planet you can say, Ben, that's going to convince me to be nice to wasps.
Oh.
Nothing. Bees, yes, I'll protect as much as I can.
But not
wasps? No.
Oh dear. Anyone got any wasp facts that they can share with us that will change Craig's mind on wasps? Then
nope.
Then do let me know. Oh, Georgina's just like no. They are annoying to the point that, especially if you're like outside or whatever, or if you're at the pub or something like that, trying to have a drink or a meal, and they're always buzzing around, aren't they? At least bees kind of just do their thing and let you get on with it.
What I feel bad with is, as you know, Ben, actually you all know at home, because was saying on my Facebook over the weekend, with it being summertime now, I was trying to get my back garden a bit more summertime ready. Yeah. And to try and fill it out and make it bright and that, I just get lots of artificial plants and bushes and that.
Good way to go.
And well, that's what I think as well. Yeah. And then forgive me, because your name's totally gone out my head, but wrote on my Facebook saying, why do I go for artificial? Why not real? That will obviously help the bumblebees. I was like, I totally agree. It's just time consuming, isn't it? Yeah. And because I'm not in the house a lot, I don't have that much time to really nurture the plants and the bushes to help benefit the bumblebees.
You could just do what I do and just let everything grow wild. That's what I do. I heard a report on the radio the other day actually saying, like, because I mow my lawns, right? He doesn't like mowing his lawns, by the way.
Doing it.
I've offered. As soon as I move up here, I'm going to take my petrol mower over to his house and do it. £10 a lawn. But yeah, apparently if you let your stuff grow wild, that is good for the birds and the bees and the wildlife and stuff. So that's what I do. When my wife says, why haven't you weeded that over there? Why haven't you sorted that out? I said, I'm helping the wildlife, helping all the bees and the birds to do their thing. So that's what you could do. But I take your point. I used to have a plastic lawn at one of my old houses just because I got to the point with an electric mower that I couldn't be bothered to mow it. But so I get your point on that.
Point. There is, just outside my front garden at the end of where I park my car, there is this great big area where it's just all land and bushes and grass and weeds and that sort of stuff. And it is that sort of bit that it's not attached to my house, but it's the sort of bit that I would tend to deal with as well, because it's me that sees it. But that I've left as it is, so that the bees and nature and that can get the benefit. So I'm kind of making up for the fact of me not having that sort of stuff for them, but they can still have that area when it comes to just being outside the front garden.
Oh, that's good that you've thought of that, isn't it? That is good. I can't see any comments talking about the benefits of wasp though, so we'll go with what you said. I will come and mow your lawn though, by the way. I'm well up for doing that. 2 things I found out about Craig today: doesn't like mowing, doesn't like washing the car. So as I said, as soon as I moved up here, I'll mow your lawns for a small cost. Moseby Mows. I could think of a little side business there. Wash your cars for you.
Although I don't know, how am I going to tell my gardener that...
What? You've got a gardener?
Services are no longer required.
You've got a gardener?
Well, when I say gardener, he mows the lawn.
You've got a gardener?
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Does you do your stripes?
It doesn't actually.
No. Oh, I can do your stripes. You can say I've got a bloke off the TV. He comes and does it for me.
Yeah.
How big's your garden though?
I just detest. Do you know something? No, I don't detest cutting the grass. I hate cutting the grass. I detest washing the car. I won't do it. I will not wash the car.
I'll do it for you. I'll mow your lawn, wash your car, come around on a Sunday and do it for you. Moseby went to mow Led's meadow. One man and his mower went to mow Led's meadow. And washed his car, and then he went to mow Led's meadow. One man and his petrol mower went to mow Laird's meadow. Oh dear, coming up with a little side hustle here.
Yeah, we could have a little sing-song while cutting the grass. Hey, I'm sitting there on the deck chair with a gin and lemonade, and you're there.
I can imagine you went like that. You with your lemonade. Yeah, yeah, that would exactly be him. Missed it. Missed a bit. Dear. By the way, Gilmore says, Ben, my 9-year-old daughter too. Every buzzer is a bee or hornet, even though it's a fly. Although I had a good scare with a stink bug last night. A stink bug?
Stink bug?
What is that?
What is that indeed?
A stink bug? Gilmore, come back to me on that one, please.
Yeah, for sure.
Lynn says, I absolutely hate wasps. And Nee says, been stung in between my toes, felt so painful and it got swollen. Thankfully, just went feverish and nothing really bad. I trod on a bee once by accident and got stung on the toe. And that was really painful. That was very painful.
Touch wood, I've never been stung.
Oh, I have. Oh, George, Vision Mixer George got stung on the heel. Bee, I got stung on the toe, and it's more painful than a wasp sting. I got stung on my buttocks once by a wasp.
Ouchie.
That was quite painful. That was quite painful.
Now, I'm just going to quickly explain what I've done here, Ben, is I've taken a 7x7 card blank. Now, the aperture die you get within this one is the hexagon. So roughly, within the middle, what I've done is I've die cut out the hexagon. Then I've taken green card and black card, and what I've done is I've got the centre out. Then onto this piece of yellow cardstock, which is 6x6, the easiest way I found for myself to actually get the aperture in the right place that I need it to be, which will be this side here, what I've done is I placed the cardstock on the opposite side, got it so that it's perfectly centre in the middle, held it in place, and then I used a pen so that you could see, but you could use a pencil. I drew around so I got the hexagon shape. That meant that I could come along and place the die over my pencil line or pen line to get it exactly where I want, which means I'm going to get it into the middle. But then before I do that, what I need to do is I need to come along with my bumblebees. So let's bring in, so I've got the front, where's the back of the bumblebees? Here it is, underneath my glass mat. I'm going to bring in the back. Now, all that I've done for the wings on the front and back is coloured in with that clear sparkle overlay.
Oh, yeah.
So that's all that I've done. And I've taken some thread here. So I've got a load of thread. And then what I'm going to do for this one is I'm going to come in with some red liner tape for this. So let's take a little bit for now. I'm going to snip that one off. So we pop that here. If I take the backing off just now, and then what I'm also going to do is glue gel. Glue gel, where's the glue gel? Glue gel, glue gel. Did Sarah use all the glue gel?
Sarah did use some of the glue.
Did she use all the glue gel?
Glue gel?
Tracy!
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 Because I don't really use it, I don't have any in my craft bag.
Ah, no, we don't normally, do you
I
not?
don't, no.
So we should go and see if she's...
Could you?
I can just... Hang on. You have to keep chatting.
I will keep going.
Oh, hang on. There might be some out here.
Now, you might see, you might not. I've got some there we go, in the back of my hand. We've got some thread. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a line of that right down the centre of the bumblebee. And I'm going to press in with the red liner tape.
There's a new packet out here.
Is there?
Yeah, but I don't know whether we're allowed to open that.
It doesn't matter. Just take it. I'll have it.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
We got. Oh, sorry, Tracy. We got any glue?
So now, what we can do is now that I've got that in the middle, I'm then going to come along. Let's use. Well, they're out there looking. What we're going to do is. Oh, they've got some. We've got some. I'm going to bring in some of the glue gel, and to make sure, or Ben's going to bring in the glue gel, to make sure. Thank you. Mr. Handman, bring me a hand.
Bum, 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 bum.
So to make sure that's completely going to dry in place, I'm going to bring in a little bit of wet glue, and then that's going to dry not only over the top, it's also going to partly soak into the thread. And then what we can do is we can bring that in. I'm not going to bring any other additional adhesive because that glue gel will hold the whole bumblebee in place.
Yeah.
So we can sandwich that in here. And then we can come along. So if we bring in the back in here, I want to make sure I've got it in the right way, which I do here. So bring in this one in. So let's sandwich that.
What do you use to stick the bee on? Just a bit of thread.
The first layer, I used a strip of the red liner tape.
Yeah.
And then before I sandwiched the second layer of the bumblebee, I popped a few little drops of the glue gel, so it's going to soak in and all around the thread as well as the cardstock.
So just cotton thread from the sewing machine, yeah?
It is, yeah. It is indeed. So then what I'm going to do, let's do a strip there and a strip there, and then we're going to do exactly the same again. We're going to hold it in place using the red liner tape, and that's exactly what it's going to do. It's going to hold it so that we can come along with the glue gel, and then we can also then come along with our adhesive and tape all the way around onto our card blank.
Got you. Thank you for all the lovely messages coming in. Lots of love for the rainbow bumblebee. On the stink bug thing, stink bugs are just that, says Laurie. Stinky. Gilmore says, the grey flat and make a crunchy noise. A crunchy noise when flying. Wendy just saying, the only thing I'm scared of is spiders, getting a bit better now.
Yeah,
but
no,
still
I
have
don't
to
like
get my
spiders.
husband- Oh, really? I don't mind
No.
them. Well, yeah, don't talk to me about spiders, actually, because I ended up squashing the one in the house, and Debbie Fisher wasn't very happy because she'd made friends with it and called it Jimmy. She was wondering where he'd gone, and I'd squashed him because he ran at me, tried to get me.
Oh.
He did run at me. Hannah says, Ben, can you come and wash my car? Well, I mean, yeah. Hannah, I've got a funny feeling you live across the pond, though, so it might be quite an expensive car wash.
Who was that?
Hannah Hicks.
Oh, I thought you were right to say Hannah Horn. I was right to say, no, she's not.
No. Hannah, let me know where you are. I'm sure we can work out some sort of deal.
How much would you charge?
What?
How much will you charge?
What, if I had to go to America?
Or just to do the car?
To wash a car?
Yeah.
It depends where I had to go. For you, Craig, I'll do it inside and out, 15 quid.
Oh no, seriously, you don't want to see the inside of my car.
Oh, really?
Oh my God. Boggin comes to mind.
What?
Boggin comes to mind.
What comes to mind?
Boggin.
A toboggan?
Boggin.
What does that mean?
Horrible, it looks awful.
I've never heard
Minging.
that before. Oh, minging.
Yeah. Oh, it looks
Boggin.
boggin. Boggin.
Like a bog-like.
Yeah, boggin, yeah.
What have you got in there then? Why is it so boggin?
I'm just, in the one area of my life I'm not car or house proud is car proud.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm getting deja vu here because you're like my Laura. She's so house proud.
Yeah.
Literally sees the tiniest speck of fluff on the floor and the vacuum comes out. Yet her car, no word of a lie, it's like getting into a skip.
Yeah, I
rubbish
really couldn't care less about my car. Couldn't
That's not
care
the
less.
attitude, Craig, is it?
Yeah, I can't. So it's only something that gets me from A to B.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, there you go.
That'll all change when I get my new car, though, no doubt.
Wait, you getting a new car, are you?
Well,
Oh, when you get one.
yeah.
Yeah.
This is SCS sofa all over again.
Oh, no. Is it really?
Yeah.
Well, you know what you did last time and what worked, so if it gets to that point again, you can just name and shame.
Still sitting in the France factory.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah. We'll get it when we get it. Get it when we get it. So here we are lining this one up. Then we've got our little twirling character.
Whee!
You can see here. So let's bring in the last few little bitties. So we've got BU. These are two of the stamps that come within the set, and I have backed them onto black cardstock. This one I'm going to come in here. Actually, tell you what, let's come in with some foam pads and lift this one up. So come in with the B and then BU, and then really well to finish off to match the colours that we have got within the front of Mr. or Mrs. Bumblebee. Let's come along and we're going to add some of these gems that I've taken from my hunky-dory stash. So let's do red. Now I would, as many of you will already know by now, I would add a tiny dot of tacky glue just to help all the adhesives hold. But for time, I'm not going to. I will come along after the show and doubly make sure they're nice and secure. So what I'm going to do is do them ones kind of in line of the body of the bumblebee, and then we can do the same here. Let's bring these ones in the top corner, using my pokey tool to work its way down into the side. So we'll go that one, go into the lighter gold here. But this could be maybe little dewdrops that you've got at home. It could be any little card candy accents that you've got at home. It could be anything that you want. It doesn't just have to be gems or pearls. Let's bring these ones, and I think that, now have I still got, so I did think I had some little embellishment bits here, but obviously not. So let's leave it here. So what we're going, I'm still going to be careful at this point because the glue gel is still drying.
Yes.
So I'm going to twirl it, twirl it, twirl it, twirl it, twirl it. So let's close it. So then that will be closed in the envelope, and as soon as the recipient opens it up, whee!
They're going to be buzzing, aren't they?
They are, yeah. They're going to be buzzing.
I love it. That is what you call a beautiful card. I love that. And of course, it's the best deal ever that we've done this collection for, the Twirling Character Stamp and Die Collection. Just to mention as well, even if you get this at the Platinum price today, if you're a Platinum member, you will still qualify for today's free gift as well, because you're spending over £10 or $10. So let's just recap on everything that you're going to get in this collection. It's 66 elements in total, because with each of the characters, you get the stamps and the dies. So our unicorn is included with those lovely sentiments. Have a wonderful day, have a magical day, have a wonderful time. The unicorn, you get, of course, the dies and the stamps for each character, and they get their own little aperture die as well. So he comes, or she comes, with that little pennant. You've then got the bumblebee, as we've just seen here. What I love with these as well is you can interchange the little characters into the different apertures should you wish as well. Be happy, be brave, be amazing, be you. You get a little birdie as well, who's very cute. Look at his little heart aperture. Delivering the letters, and then of course you've got the little letter dies and the hearts included there as well. The little birdie is sending joy, good thoughts, hope and love. There's the kitty cat. This one I think is my favourite. I think the cat and the dog are my favourite, just for the fact that you've got the cat in the goldfish bowl and you've got the dog in the doghouse. The dog did it, looking perfect, looking pawsome and feline. Awesome. The cat comes with the little goldfish as well, which I think is super cute. There's the rabbit. Again, I mean, it's a way off now, isn't it? But perfect for your Easter cards, potentially. New baby cards, maybe Hip Hop Array. Thank you, and this bunny loves you. I do love, again, the aperture that you get with your little bunny. You've got your dog. As I said, that aperture is so cute. The doghouse. Hopefully you're not in the doghouse. Yes, Georgina, they would be barking mad to miss out on this deal. In fact, you would be in the doghouse. The cat did it just for you, and I sounded Scottish then, didn't I? It's a Scottish dog. Hey, just for you. It says fur, doesn't it? Or does it? Am I making that up? No, just for you. Just for you. And I woof you is the dog sentiments. There's the cute little elephant. Again, perfect for new baby cards, celebrations, big day, surprise, thanks, and hugs And we are back to the start. That's a great collection for £33 or $41. You're already saving almost £23, almost $29. Platinum is £26.40 or $32.80 for that collection, which is phenomenal. It's double points as well. So even if you're paying, the platinum price, it's still what, 52 points, isn't it? 64 points is double points. And because you're spending over £10 or $10, you'll also get today's free gift thrown into the mix as well, which is that gorgeous Dear Friend stamp and die. Different free gift each and every day. Do not miss out. We've also got, as we've just seen, the tricolours on the show. Phenomenal. I keep saying that word now. Phenomenal. The tricolours, as we've just said, so super handy if you're wanting to do lots of different techniques with as far as your watercolour effects are concerned. You've got the ability to be able to do that. But also, again, as we said, I love the fact that within each pen you've got the three different colours, which will blend and mix absolutely beautifully for you. Again, I just think these are pens which are great for beginners, but also are going to make you look like an absolute professional. And to get these at this price today is amazing. £40 or $60 there or thereabouts normally. You're paying £25 or $38 today, but you're not because you're platinum, aren't you? Yes, £20 or $30.40. You've got your colour basics there, which bring you your complementary, your cool primary and your warm primary. So within each pen you've got those three colours, and this is just the blend here showing you how these will mix absolutely beautifully. Then you're going to get also in this collection your great outdoors, which is rich floral, your cool marine and your botanic natural. You've got your essential neutrals again there as well. And then last but by no means least, your floral meadow. Producer Georgina, come on, you've got to jump in and get these. She's in my ear going, oh, I don't know, I think I might be getting them. Do it. You get double points as well. Do it. And Georgina, you need to join the club. Join the club. She said, I'm not even a man. Join the club, and then you'll get your 20%. Yeah, you get your 20% off. You get 250 points. And I tell you what, Georgina, I'll even send you a free gift. Yeah, that's yours as well. She says sold. There we go. Another happy customer. Those are your tricolours. Again, a really good day to jump in and grab those. The sparkle pens. Again, we touched on these a little bit earlier on, but this bundle that we've got. It is a new configuration. We launched this last week, actually, an 18-piece set. But basically, if it is sparkle that you're after, if it's the bling, the glitz and the glam, you have got it with these. Again, water soluble, so you can do all of the mixing. You can do all of your sort of water technique with these as well. But let me just quickly take you through the new configuration. So these are your soft pastels. In here, you've got rose quartz, your soft jade, and your moonstone. Your essential brights brings you your aquamarine, your pink garnet, and your firefly. On top of that is your antique vintage, again, fig, peacock blue, and your macaroon. These all come with that beautiful brush nib so that you can apply these wonderfully. Holly leaf, smoke quartz, and harvest moon come within your earthy neutrals. And then you've got the tint and tone, which is your crystal clear, your starry sky, and your onyx black. As Craig was mentioning as well just a few moments ago, you do get your 3 clear overlay pens as well, which are super handy. Normally, £78 or $101, £64.95 or $84.75 is the deal. Platinum members today, though, £51.96 or $67.80. Double points as well on these, and of course you qualify for that free gift because you're spending over £10 or $10. Next up. Is the Gemini Junior. Why you do Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, that is, isn't it? Junior?
Never seen them.
What?
Never seen them.
You've never seen the Indiana Jones movies?
No.
Right.
No.
As soon as I'm up here, I'm coming around to mow your lawn, wash your car, and school you on Indiana Jones.
Sounds good.
They're brilliant.
Never seen it. I've been to, like the little thing in Florida. They don't do it anymore, but they had the reenactment of the show. I've been to that.
Like the stunt show?
Yeah, like the stunt show, yeah. Been to that, and I know the song. I know the song, but yeah.
Junior! Dad, don't call me Junior. Now, we've got the machines on the show for you, which we officially launched earlier on launch day. When we do these events, we always like to bring you amazing deals on our machines. We had, the MIDI on the show a little bit earlier on, but let this be a warning for you because the MIDI sold out within half an hour of the first show. Good news is we do still have the Gemini Junior available for you. Now, these bundles are phenomenal simply for the fact that you get a huge saving off the bat, right? So you're saving over £116 or $149. So any day of the week to get that machine for that price, $139.99 or $199.95 is amazing. However, you're not going to be paying that today because you're a platinum member, correct? So you get another 20% off. So you pay this price here, but then as we saw on that picture just a few moments ago, you are also going to get £100 worth of free goodies. Things like, as you saw on the picture, as I said, things like your card kits on there. You've got dies on there. You've got even more included in there, creator cards too. As I mentioned, you've got the reverse easel card kit in there, which we literally launched a couple of weeks ago. It's £100 or $100 worth of freebies included, which you think is probably good enough, right? No, we make it even better by giving you 100 bonus points. So if you look at that and think, in the States, for example, if you're a platinum member, so that's £160, isn't it, right? So that's 160, you're getting double points on that. So 320 points, plus your 100 bonus points, 420 points for taking advantage of that deal. It's amazing. Loads of you bought it earlier on. If you haven't yet had the opportunity to grab this deal and you're thinking, oh, maybe I will, but I'd like to know more, here is a video to give you all of the details. Thank you for all the lovely messages coming in. Well done to those of you that have jumped in and grabbed the Junior. Susan Bowers on Facebook just saying, you guys are so enjoyable. Well, thank you, Susan. That is very nice of you to say. Hannah Hicks, you want me to come and wash your car? You live in Warwickshire. Well, that's nearer than America, isn't it? So, yeah, we'll sort that. Once I set the business up, you can be my first customer. Probably my only customer. Moseby Mose, eh? Moseby Mose Bear, says Georgie. It's all the catchphrases there, they're all there.
Hogan used to have a show like that, Hogan Knows Best.
I thought you were going to say that he went around and mowed people's lawns.
No. It was on MTV. It was years ago when he was still married to his first wife and that. It was called Hogan Knows Best. And it was behind the scenes, camera crew followed him and his family. Hogan Knows Best.
I mean, well, there's another show again, you know, behind the scenes with me and Craig. Actually, behind the scenes in my house, or following me when I'm not here, would be pretty dull, I think.
Me too. It's only me. Camera would only follow me.
Well, people follow you anyway because you do Facebook Lives most nights.
Well, that's true. Yeah. Thursday after cartload. Wink, wink.
Now, We're going to go through the junior in just a few moments' time and get Craig's take on that, because I know Sarah was basically singing its praises earlier on and lots of you checked out, but it'd be great to get Craig's take on that in just a little bit. However, it's come to that point on the show where we need to tell you all about our Monday Mega Deal!
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 Deal.
Deal!
Yes, George. The Monday Mega Deal is the Ultimate Pro, which comes with 3 boards for you as well. We've got the UK version and the US version available for you as well. You're going to get your boxer board included with that, and your 2 Sweet Treats embossing boards as well. Let's just talk about the value very quickly, because this is a bundle worth almost, over £80, over $110. You are paying just $39.99 today, or $69.95. However, you're not paying that, are you not? Because you're a Platinum member, £32 or $55.96. And you're getting 100 bonus points with this buy as well. The Ultimate Pro is amazing, isn't it, really, Craig? Because if you're wanting to do your scoring, you're making your boxes, tying ribbons, cutting. I mean, there's so many things that you can do with the equipment, isn't there?
There is, and there's 2 opposite ends of the scale here. Your advanced crafters that you can then start to completely bring it in, use it within your daily life when it comes to crafting, whether it's just cutting, whether it is scoring, whether it's working on it, all these different things. But then if you're an absolute beginner, then what you can then be doing is starting right at the beginning. So maybe you're a beginner, you're not looking to get a die cutting machine at the moment, but you want to do your shaped aperture cards, you want to do your shaped folds, you want to do many of the things that you could do with a die cutting machine, but you need the dies to do it. The Ultimate Pro gives you that ability to be able to do that. Now, when it comes to one side of it, what we've got on this side here is on this side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tip it, and then I'm going to stay still. What's going to happen in a moment as George zooms in, hopefully we'll be able to see just shortly where we're kind of getting.
I tell you, yeah, I can see it.
You can kind of see it here. That is all embossed, and it's embossed right in. Now what this tells you here, for instance, this one says gatefold A5 / Concertina. Who's Trina? Concertina A5. Gatefold A4. Concertina A4. You've also got trifold, half fold, 5-inch square fold, and half fold A4. So that's all your basic folds for your cards and some of your concept cards. So that's your score lines. You do have a few additional embossed lines. So that's going to be for the decoration of your edges of your cards. So you would then emboss it with your tool that you get included. You actually get 2 included. And then you would just trim them away. But then when you open it up, on this side here, this is your box maker side. So here also embossed, it says box base. Here it says box lid. Centimetres one side, inches on the other side, as well as a few embossed decoration detail for the actual top folds of your boxes. It could be for your cards as well. It's entirely up to yourself. 1/4 inch in increments that you can see here for your boxes. And if we'll open it up again, this space here, we'll show you that in a moment. That's used to pop your paper trimmer, which is included. But this one, here, this creates your K cards or your pop-out cards. Use them as simple embossing shapes if you want. You absolutely can do. If you've seen Wake Up Call, I showed you how very briefly you can create your aperture cards. So once again, if we open this one up, we go to the opposite side. Now to go with your envelopes here. So your envelope's going to work in conjunction with your card blanks that you're going to make here. No longer do you have to make your card blank to fit the size of an envelope. You now make an envelope to fit the size of your card blank. You can absolutely do that. So you've got your basic lines here. You do get a guide within each of yours. Whether you go for the UK version, it has the UK version guide. If you have the USA, it has the USA. The difference is purely on the measurements because of the cardstock. We go for A4, we say A4, you guys say letter size, slightly bigger than ours. So it's to do with the measurements. It will look very, very familiar, near enough the same in some ways, the emboss line, the envelope maker, etc., etc. It's to do do with the measurements that's different. You guys stateside, I just want to double check, it was said before, but Georgina, stateside can order the UK version. Yes. Yes, so that's right, the US prices are there as well. Now what we've found in the past is, because primarily all of what we do is UK sizes, we're a UK company. So many of you guys stateside wanted to have the UK version so that you didn't have to mix away and change sentiments or go into Google and do the translation of measurements, anything like that. So you absolutely can get the UK version if you are in the US. So there we go, so you can see on your screen now, you do have the US version. But if I go back to the middle here, and then I'm going to go back to the opposite side. Now, if I open this one up, you've got space for at least 3 boards. So this is one of them that I've got here. This is one of the 3 that you're getting included. So these are going to store nicely into the holder here. But then if we go in, as again, you can keep opening it, you can keep closing it. If I come back to the other side, your boards have little notches, top and bottom. The one side of your board have got little circles that you can see here and here. That slots in. So it's nice and in place. You have that bit of movement, but it is held in place. It's not going to come completely off the board. So that's so good, you know, so that you can butt your cardstock up against the edge and do all of your embossing. But then last but not least, we go into the other side here. Now this, I'm going to turn it this way so it's better on the screen. Here is where you get your guide. You will get yours. Mine's is obviously at the side of me because this is mine. So you've got your guide that sits into here. You do also get 2 scoring tools. Mine's are at the side of me, hence why they're not in here. You get 2 of them as well. You also get your 3 pegs. So this enables you to create your bows. So if you are not comfortable or confident making your bows, if you've not been able to master the way that I've showed you, you can absolutely create your own ones by using these pegs. I'll show you that just in a second. But then what you also get is your paper trimmer. Now the paper trimmer sits nicely into the center of your Pro, your Ultimate Pro here. So what we're going to do here is I'll show you just simply how it cuts really easily. The actual holder here within the blade, so UK-wise, this holds a standard Stanley knife blade from any DIY store. So what I'm going to do, I've never had time to check what you guys stateside call it. So if we take this one out, so I can at least let you see what it looks like, and then you will be able to say, oh yeah, it's called the same, or it's something different. So that's what's held in place there. Of course, do be careful, but what you can do, the way that it's held in place, once you start to use one side enough that you might find it starts to tear your paper, in other words, blunts, flip it over. Pop it out, turn it over, and that's going to last twice as long. But if we go back into our paper trimmer here, I'm going to bring in a piece of cardstock. Going to pop it into here. Now, you've got your inches on one side for your boxes, centimetres in the other, so you're still going to use them for the measurement wise, but you also have measurements down the centre of the paper trimmer. Centimetres one side, inches on the other. So we're going to pop this one in, making sure that we butt that up against the top here, and then also, when it comes to the bottom of the paper trimmer, make sure that's pressed right up against the edge. So you know that's absolutely perfectly straight. You're going to get a straight cut. The other thing as well, don't just hover on top. You've got what is a little channel that runs all the way down. Now, not only does your blade sit in the channel, there's actually a lip all the way around this blade construction holder here. So it's like a little rectangle. I'm not sure. So if maybe a bit too, look, can you see it's like a rectangle notch right at the top?
Oh yeah, so it slots into
that's what slots into the little channel of your paper trimmer. So if I pop that one in, come right to the top, so you're off the cardstock, and then make sure that it's nicely centered into that channel. I always like to hold just with a finger here, and then we're going to keep that straight and we're going to run down. We've then got a nice crisp clean cut from cutting with the paper trimmer. That's the one big advice that I could give you. Make sure that that is in the channel.
Yeah.
Some of you do have a little bit of issue, but as it turns out, what you're doing is you're hovering the blade over the channel. You're not actually putting it in. Yes. So therefore, the blade doesn't have enough depth to go through your cardstock. So if you actually just hold it in, you're absolutely good to go. Then last but not least, let's bring this one back into its chamber, close it up, then onto the envelope side. This is where you've got all your little holes to pop your little bow that you've got here. Now you will, to make a standard bow, irrelevant of the size and the design, well, you really only use 2 at a time. But you can make really, really small diddy little bows. So that's how small that you can make the little ears of the bow. You can make them slightly bigger.
Yep.
Or you can then make them even bigger. Or you can go to town.
Be mega.
And go mega, so that the actual folds, the ears of the bows are going to flop all the way round, and that's what's going to make it a really, really jumble sort of bow.
And I suppose the more times you go around, you can make them even more dimensional, can't you?
Of course you can. Yeah, as dimensional as you want. Please don't just think it is your thin satin ribbon as well. Although these are, once they're in the board, they are from top to bottom, they are 1 3/4 inch. You can use ribbon that's wider, the 1 3/4 of an inch. You're just going to have to maneuver it slightly differently in order to wrap it all the way around. That's how you're going to use them. The main construction of the bow maker, the paper trimmer, how to score, envelope box, the cards, all that sort of stuff is in that leaflet that you get. US get the US leaflet, the UK get the UK leaflet. Always remember, and this is why I bang on about it, onto our website, crafterscompanion.co.uk.com.eu, go at the top, go into downloads, and go into manuals. What you're going to find is you're going to find lots and lots of measurements for the scoreboard, the Ultimate Pro, the box maker, the envelope box maker, your guides for your Gemini. You're also going to find the guides for the Ultimate Pro / the Pro in those as well. So if you misplace them, you maybe do what I want to do. I usually keep my booklet in there, although mine's at the side. I've printed out one from the website, Ben. I've laminated it and it sits at the side of my craft desk just for quick reference. So that's why I always like to bang on about the downloads, because they are so useful when it comes to things like this, Ben.
A brilliant look around your Ultimate Pro, whether you're going for the UK or US version. You get, of course, your instruction booklet in here as well. So you've got, full instructions in here too, which is just brilliant. Whether you sort of, learn off words or pictures, it's all in there for, and it takes you through everything, as Craig has already touched on, from card making to bow making to box making to envelope making. It shows you around all the accessories, shows you again about your paper trimmer, and again, full details on all of the different things you can make, all those different cards, your half folds, your gate folds. I mean, they are all in there for you. Trifold, slim fold, accordion. Look, it's just absolutely brilliant, and this again is going to be so useful for you as far as getting the most out of your Ultimate is concerned. Shows you how to do your K cards, again touches on your bow making for you, shows you how to make your basic boxes, your shape boxes, the magic ruler technique, aperture centers. It's all in there. It really is fantastic. And of course, don't forget, not only are you getting the Ultimate Pro within this collection as well, we're giving you those 2 embossing boards as well, the Sweet Things and Special Treats, or Special Things and Sweet Treats, and you're also going to get your boxer board included too. So you really are, I just think this is a craft room essential really, and if in previous times you thought to yourself, well, I can't quite stretch to the price, today is the day to jump in and grab this, honestly, because for £32 or $55.96 if you're a platinum member, this is something that you will come back to time and time again, and actually you're getting 100 bonus points with this today as well. It is just a steal of a deal. That is why it is today's Monday Mega Deal! Deal! We'll flash up the details. Deal. We'll flash up the details. Deal. We'll flash up the details for the. We'll flash up the details. Deal. Shut up, George.
Deal.
We will flash up details for the US version as well. Details coming up on your screen right now. There you go. $55.96 with 100 bonus points as well. Now, as we have mentioned, oh dear, as we've mentioned, we've got 3 for 2 deals right across. Shut up. This is what I'm normally like. I must be really annoying. We've got 3 for 2 deals.
Deal!
For you right across the website, on adhesives, on your cardstock, on your Gemini accessories. However, in these shows that we are doing currently, I've managed to throw in a few little what we call Ben's bodacious bonanza-ish deals, which are slightly better than the ones we're doing on the web. And this is one that we didn't manage to bring to you earlier on. It's slightly better than 3 for 2 is this. Your luxury card collection, silver, gold, and red in this collection, and you are going to get within each of these, you're going to get your glitter, you're going to get your mirror, and also your matte mirror included in there as well. So 30 sheets in total, 10 of each. So you get in the red, you also get them in the silver, again 10 of the glitter, 10 of the mirror, 10 of the matte mirror, and also the gold, the luxury. Believe in your soul. £19.50 or £31.50. Again, that is a slightly better than 3 for 2 deal. Look at the platinum price. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? £15.60 or $25.20. Double points as well. And guess what? In case you have just joined us and you're thinking, well, that's amazing, you are also going to qualify because you spent £10 or $10 for your free gift each and every day during the event. We are bringing you a free gift. Today's free gift is the Dear Friend Stamp and Die set. That is worth £15 or $16.95, $17 there or thereabouts. So £15, $17. We bung that in for free. It's bizarre. And actually, it's on all orders as well. So who's to say that we didn't place one order earlier on? You're coming back to place another order now. You get it again. Put it away in the present drawer. Give it as a gift to someone. Come back tomorrow. Do it all over again. Get another new free gift. It won't be the same one tomorrow. We're doing a different one. How awesome are we? How awesome are we? Right, next up. If it's personalisation you're after, if you're looking to make cards with names and numbers on, then you are going to come in and grab this collection. Because what it allows you to do...
Oh my gosh.
I love it! Do you know what? Oh. I'm so in sync with this guy. I knew he was going to do that. I knew he was going to do that. Sorry. Yes, that is why I picked it first, because I knew that was going to be his reaction. Sorry, I'll warn you next time I do that. For those of you with a nervous disposition, get ready.
Oh my God.
There we go. It's your left fold alphabet collection. What I love about this is not only have you got personalisation to do things like your Halloween cards, to do things like your wedding cards, for example, but these are all on the left fold for you. So it allows you to layer these up, whether you want to pop a bit of sort of matte mirror behind, whether you want to put a bit of glitter card behind, maybe some acetate, I don't know, whatever it might be. It allows you to add another layer of fun behind your projects. And again, just brilliant for all sorts of different cards. Now, you've got the full alphabet here, obviously. It's nice and easy to do. This one's even got a little shaker behind it. Look at that, little shaker behind the letters for your new home. Phenomenal. So as I say, you will get the full alphabet with these, but we are also giving you your numbers as well. And as Craig was talking about a little bit earlier on, these are brilliant just for the fact that they give you that left fold detailing. So it's something a little bit different to look at. It allows you more versatility to craft with as well, because as I say, you can pop different bits and pieces behind each of the letters. But we're not only going to give you the letters, because we're also going to throw in the numbers for you as well, which is great. So again, if you've got, you know, you can go to a card shop, can't you, and you can get a card for someone called John, who's 18. This is for, you know, Uncle Engelbert, who's 73. I mean, you wouldn't be able to get that at the card shop, would you not?
Please release me, let me go
craft. So that's what you're going to get with this collection. As Craig says as well, yes, these are left fold numbers and left fold letters, of course, but there's nothing to stop you from die cutting these out and using them just as normal letters and normal numbers. But that, however, is not just the deal we're going to give to you today, because we're also going to give you stamp and die sets included as well. Your joyful birthday stamp and die set. So again, that is all about happy birthdays with cakes and candles and balloons. I love the fact that you get the little strip of bunting across there as well, and you've got the dies and stamps to go with all of those. And then you're also going to get thrown in, for good measure, your heartfelt wishes, which again, if you love building up your little florals and your foliage, you've got that in there as well. And some really, really cute stamped sentiments that you can pop in using that die and cut out that little banner there. So things like, for example, just for you and with all my love. That's a brilliant deal. Seriously, for £37 or $49.90, half price, then your platinum discount off there as well, £29.60 or $39.92, and double points. And a free gift. I just think, Craig, all right, if you're a crafter, you need to have a collection like this, don't you? Because I think to have an alphabet and to have a set of numbers, you're just away then, aren't you, for total personalisation. And why not get the left fold collection? Because you've got the cute little left fold effect. But then, like you said, if you just want to use them as normal letters and numbers, you can.
Yep. One of the first die sets you are going to buy. Now, not the first one you're going to get, because you may buy, for instance, you might go for the Gemini Junior today, which, you know, you watch on a daily basis, you know how much I absolutely love my Junior. Now, you may go for the Junior today. Now, obviously, that incredible bundle, you know, it doesn't have an alphabet with it. You know, still got incredible deals and offers and products within it, but there's no alphabet. When it comes to the die sets that you then go on to buy in the future, one of the first sets, if not the first set you're then going to buy, is alphabets, because you need them for, as Ben just said, personalization. But they could be any name. You could have a nickname that you've got, maybe a shortened name, but then for your ages, yes, 12, 16, 21, etc., etc. But then you can do 43. You can have a joke and you can then start to do 44 and a half, because you've got the alphabet. But then, as again Ben said, and I said at the start, certainly when it comes for the left fold, majority of the time, I personally use these not as the left fold.
Yeah, which is fine.
These are good, sensible, sizable dies that once you just run them through, and if you are going to use them in that way, you can use them with the Gemini Mini, because they're small. Of course, if you're going to be doing large sentiments and cards, you will need your Junior or larger ones. But having these set here, you know, these really do, it's a cliche thing, but having alphabets really do open up a lot more things, a lot more projects that you can do. And I know not everyone sells their cards to make money, profit for yourself, for charity. I know that. But if you do, you can easily add an extra pound, an extra dollar, maybe a wee bit more, by simply die cutting a name from a bit of paper.
They're
and
really
you
good
can
point.
charge a couple extra quid, if that's what you choose to do. Never underestimate the power of having alphabets within your stash. This is absolutely good, because it does two things. It gives you the concept of the left fold, or it gives you the versatility of just cutting them out separate and using them on their own.
Yep.
They're really smashing dies to have.
It's a lovely, lovely collection, and definitely worth popping into your basket. Just as whilst we get ready for a demo, lots of love coming in for the Ultimate as well. If you're umming and ahhing on that after the talk around with Craig, just remember again the deal that you're getting, but also just have a look on the socials, because that's the other thing I love about working here is that you know, we can tell you how much we love our own product, but then if you think, yeah, well, they would say that. But go and have a look at the comments that come through on the socials. Go and have a look at Aisha's comment saying, first thing I bought directly from CC, the Ultimate Pro. Flick saying, I had my Ultimate Pro since it came out. Sue just saying, I use my Ultimate Pro for nearly every card. I love my Ultimate Pro, says Rebecca. And I love my Ultimate Pro, says Jen C, both a US and UK premium, depending on the paper I'm using. So as I say, if you're unsure about anything, go and see what everyone else is saying as well. Lily of the Valley just saying, I just got my Junior bundle and mini machine. That is a super buy, and we will come on to that in just a few moments time. Any more comments or questions or testimonials even, do get in touch with us on Facebook and on YouTube, and we will read those out as we head through the show. But we're going to have a look at the left fold alphabet. So this concept then, is it easy to achieve with this set of dies?
It is. It really, really is. And we're going to kind of cross over the two ideas. So we're going to use them as left folds, but then what we're going to do is also use them standalone alphabets. So let's go for what you may have seen on my Instagram yesterday. And that's a lovely looking card for a thank you card. It's going to be A5 in size. Well, it's actually going to be slightly smaller than A5 in size, but it's going to fit our A5 Gemini Junior plates, no problem. So what we can do to start with is let's take our alphabets to take thank and you. So we can do that one, we can do Y, O, U. Now, if you're doing a word where you need to use a letter twice, what you would do is position them where you need them to go, and then you would then, once you've taped them to secure them, and that's the key certainly for things like this, you would then make sure, just say for argument's sake, that also needed to be an H. So you would just make sure you've got the right spacing for it. Use the die to still space it out correctly, tape it down, and then you would just come along afterwards, die cut it a second time, but only using the die that you need.
Got ya.
So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to try and faff about too much, try and get them as straight as I can. And then using our low tack tape, I'm going to come along and find the end, and we're going to secure these ones.
Is it easy? This is probably a silly question, but is it easy to know for things like the O, for example, which could be the wrong way around? Is it easy to know which way is the left fold?
What you find is if I just take these top bits and secure these, what you will see if we turn the dies over, so let's take the O for instance.
Yeah.
You have got, we'll see this just in a minute.
In comes George.
George's amazing skills. Quite a few shout outs for you, George, here in the comments saying excellent. So here we go. Now we've got the outer die here and the centre. See where my pinky nail is? There's no die end there.
Yeah.
So that lets me know that is the left hold part.
Got ya.
It's the left hold side. So that's it on that side. So all that I'm going to do, make sure I know that it's that way.
Got ya.
But what we were saying earlier on, Ben, the O and, well, the U could be a small n.
The H you could do.
The H you could do.
Yeah. What else could you do?
So the O anyway. The V.
The V, yeah.
The V. X.
X, yeah.
So these ones, if you were to turn it the other way around, it's going to be a right fold die card. Now, okay, maybe very few words that you can make from that, but you know, hey, you've got that option if you so wish. But yeah, all that you would do is just have a look to see at the side of the die that's got no die edge and make sure that is on the left fold. So we can put this into place here now. I'm going to try and make that as parallel as I can to the A. So running them through, and although most of the letters have the die edge to them, and it's the left fold that doesn't, you still die cut them in the exact same way. Nothing different. Base cutting plate, then we need our plastic shim, magnetic, and then top plate. Now as you can see, this sort of card that I'm doing here, we need at least the Gemini Junior or bigger. Of course you can do it with the MIDI. I know it has sold out. Tea time, it's cuppy time.
Oh, cuppy time.
Stand at the window,
thanks, Tracy.
going like that. Now, if you were to do thank you on its own, or sorry, thank on its own, you on its own, that would fit in the Gemini Mini because you're just going to be using a strip of the cardstock. So you can still use your Mini if you're doing words separately. So if I take this one out the way now, and I'm going to carefully peel these ones away, I'm going to keep the die in front of me because what I'm then going to do, although I've got my next bit all prepped, I still want to show you so that you can see. So if I peel them off, and then last but not least peel that one off, we've then got score line included.
Yeah.
We're then going to manoeuvre it, give it a little bit of a helping hand, popping these ones up, and then we've got our left fold word that says thank you. So we've got that one here. So let's flatten that a little bit more. But then what I'm also going to do is I'm going to bring in a piece of our bright yellow cardstock. Let's see if I can remember how I positioned these ones. So T and H. And now this doesn't matter what order you do it in because we're going to snip them out.
Right.
But because I was quite stingy with my card layer,
oh, okay.
This was me personally,
I see. So you're going to have to rearrange them to get them all on.
And I say that loosely because that's the sort of thing I do.
Finn.
So go that one, and then let's go K O.
Yeah.
No, I'm not spelling Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens.
So let's go.
Wrestling joke for those of you that don't follow.
So let's go.
Is he even still in it anymore?
Yeah, he's still. He was on SmackDown the other day. Funny enough.
Hey, I tell you what, I enjoyed watching the other day, and I don't know how behind I am. The Mysterios winning the world.
Oh yeah.
The tag team titles.
Ray and his son Dominic.
That was brilliant.
First ever father and son tag team champions.
I was going to say, is that right? But it must be. Brilliant.
It is. Gosh, I remember it was when Eddie Guerrero was still here, and at the time, Eddie. Dominic was a little boy.
Yeah.
He was a little boy.
There was a storyline around him, wasn't there?
Storyline, yeah. Storyline you probably wouldn't get away with nowadays, but it was just seeing him as a little boy, but now as a fully trained professional wrestler.
Yeah.
It's good to see. But if we take...
Tracy's bringing in the cup as you're shaking her head because you're talking about wrestling. Sorry. I started it, Tracy, to be fair. I started it this time.
Well, did I not do it? Did I? Because I said
Oh, no, you
KO.
did, actually, because you said KO Kevin Owens. Yeah, stop talking about wrestling, Craig. Oh.
Sorry, Tracy. Sorry. Thank you. So what I'm going to do with this, I've got these bits already prepped and on a little bit of my Xyron machine. But what we can do is where you've got the fold line, snip down it. Then we've got our single alphabet.
Beauty.
You don't need to do any judging on your own accord. You don't need to work anything out. All that you're going to do is cut down the score line. That's it.
Perfect.
So I'll just do this A as well. Let's just trim away that excess. And then fold down this score line. Because I say the scored line, it's an embossed line. And then that's how you would then use these as separate alphabets. Now, the H, for instance, is just under an inch in width, and they are all 1 3/4 in height. So they're sizable alphabets that you can be using. Now, the one that I done, well, it wasn't last night, it was the night before, I'd done a little bit of stamping using the stamps. What I'll do is, because we've still got loads we want to show you, so I will skip out that part. I'll show you the finished card, but I'll skip out that part. I will take my tape runner, and I've got some of our luxury cardstock, some of which you were showing a minute ago, Ben.
Yes.
The red one.
Okay.
And I'm going to pop a layer of that underneath. When it comes to adding my adhesive, I'm putting it all over, apart from all the die cut letters, because we want them to open up.
We do.
If we stick adhesive all over the back, you know what's going to happen, Ben?
Not going to be able to open up here now.
Exactly, I know.
And it won't be left fold, will it?
No.
It'll be no fold.
In saying that, if you were to do that by mistake, if I was to try and fold it, you see how you could still use it? You know, you still get the die cut outline, so you can still see that it says thank you. So if you were to do it by mistake, you know, don't worry, don't bin it, still use it, still usable. But obviously the main idea is so that you've got the die cut word thank you. And then what I'm going to do is let's do this layer here onto yellow. I'm then going to pop this onto my card blank. And then the last thing that we're going to do before I show you the stamp set, or the one that I've done with the stamp, is layer it onto my A5 card. Now, the alphabet that I've already cut out, thank you, what I've done is I've already popped them onto my Xyron machine, and then I'm going to overlay them back over the top here, and then we're going to work our way along. Now, I'm not doing anything like a drop shadow or anything like that I tend to do. I am popping them directly over the top so that we are getting this bold outline of the words. But when what we're still doing is we're getting the red popping underneath. And then from the A and the O, we're getting that little aperture within the middle of the red also popping out. So press that in.
It's like you were saying, such a great product, and it's so simple to achieve this as well. And it's one of those products again that if you were looking at the finished card, you might be thinking, oh well, I'm quite new to this, I don't know if I'll be able to achieve that. It's so super simple, but how amazing is that? And like Craig was talking about, particularly if you're thinking about making to sell, just being able to personalize with your alphabets by putting a name or a birthday number on there is brilliant. And the fact that you've got that left fold detailing, I love these. I think they're brilliant.
They're
really
so much
cool.
fun. They are so much fun. But even leaving it like that, you know, how funky is that?
Pretty impressive.
Really funky. But not only just having the dice, the alphabets, the numbers, you've got the stamp set as well. Now, all that I've done in no specific order, we've taken an array of those stamps, and I used grasshopper, I used Chinese red, orange, and lemon tonic, and randomly, I tried to keep them as symmetrical as I could, but still, it was random.
Are those the flowers from the Heartfelt Wishes, did you say?
From the
Heartfelt Wishes,
From this set?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry, Heartfelt Wishes.
Yeah.
I'm thinking Heartfelt Wishes as a collection, not the name. So these ones are, Heartfelt Wishes, yes. So from the Heartfelt Wishes one, that's the one I created the other night, but then there we go, that's what you can done. So exactly the same idea, but actually quite different in a way, in a striking way. Clean, simple, or go a little bit more decorative.
A stunning example of why so many of you are going for this collection, and actually why so many of you have already got this collection as well. As we've said, you need an alphabet in your life, as far as crafting is concerned, and to get a number set as well. Definitely need it. To get the left fold alphabet with all of those numbers as well included is a phenomenal deal today. That price as well. So as you can see, you're going to get all of your letters there. You've got all your numbers included as well with that left fold effect. And as we've just discussed, you've got the stamp and die set with the Heartfelt Wishes, which is your florals and your foliage there, and the butterflies. I love that banner as well. So cool to be able to put the different sentiments on. And then you've got your Joyful Birthday stamp and die set too. Phenomenal buy is that today. You're getting a half price deal of where you should be, plus your platinum discount of 20%, bringing it down to £29.60 or $39.92. And double points, don't forget. That deal does qualify you for your free gift today, worth $14.95 or $16.95. It is the Dear Friend Stamp and Die set. I want to say we literally launched this about 2 months ago, but it's yours for free today if you spend over £10 or $10. Thank you for all the lovely comments coming in. Lots of you telling me you've ordered the Junior bundle. Lots of you telling me you've ordered the Gemini Pro. Oh, yesterday, Lynn says order the Gemini Pro and all the 12x18 plates. I cannot wait for it to arrive. Lynn, let us know when it does. We're very excited for you about that. Teresa is saying, I use the left fold alphabet all the time. I love the size for cards. Panda Craft says, I've just ordered these letters and alphabet set. Great buy. What a great price and a freebie. Thank you, Sarah. Yes, thank you, Sarah. Jen C saying, love that card, Craig. Just chatting about Craig's last make on the left fold alphabet dies. Linny just saying the size of these dies is perfect. One here from Hannah Hicks on Facebook who says, Ben, can you do a karaoke night online? Crafty karaoke. Crafty karaoke. I am loving that idea. Craig, you up for a bit of that crafting and karaoke one night?
Oh, let's go for it. I might need to have a few gins first, but let's go for it.
I'm well up for that. Hey, Hannah, leave it with me. I'll see what we can do. Why not? We've done quizzes. Bit of crafty karaoke. Get you guys singing along as well. Now, listen, back to the launch of our Members Week of Courts. We officially launched it at 3 o'clock this afternoon. We've been chatting about the machines. Now, the machines have been so super popular, the deals that we've done. The MIDI has already sold out. However, we do still have available for you the Gemini Mini. And as we were talking about earlier on, this is such a great little machine. Mini but mighty. If you're just starting off with your die cutting and embossing, this is a great portable manual machine to go for. If you are somebody who wants to get a machine maybe for the little ones to craft along with you, this is a a brilliant machine to go for. If you are someone who's already got one of our bigger electronic die cutting machines and are looking for something to be able to craft with on the go, something that is more portable, something that is there for those days when you don't need to use your bigger machines and you just want something that's quick and easy to use, this is for you. The saving you're making is big. If you're a Platinum member, it's £23.99 today, or $35.96, plus you get a free storage bag, and you'll get 50 bonus points on top of the double points that you already get for buying this. So £24 here in the UK as a Platinum member, that is 48 points, plus the 50 points. You're getting just shy of 100 points if you're buying the Gemini Mini as part of our Members Week event. The Junior has proved so super popular. Really popular earlier on when we launched the deal on this on launch day. Really popular again tonight. If you haven't got a Junior in your life, this is probably, in fact, I would say definitely the best time to get it. You might be in the market for another one. Somebody told me earlier on that they had 3 of the Gemini Juniors. I love this machine. Craig loves this machine. Any day of the week, when you get the saving that you're seeing on screen there right now, $139.99 or $199.95 is great, full stop, right? But today, you're getting that Platinum price, of course, because you're a Platinum member, so you can bring it down to $111.99 or $150.96. That's phenomenal. However, look on screen there. Look at all of those added extras that you're going to get within this, from embossing folders to creator card dies, to card making kits. £100 worth of free goodies makes this a phenomenal buy, but it's made an astronomically phenomenal buy for the fact that we're also going to give you 100 bonus points. If you have been looking to get a Gemini Junior, then I would urge you to seriously consider grabbing this today. It's a deal which I just, we can't do this every day, obviously, but it's a deal that we have a bit of stock on, let's just say that. But however, I would tell you to get in and grab it, because come the end of Members Week, you won't be getting this sort of deal right here. Get it now if you want it. It's a brilliant machine, and again, we would say that, obviously, but check out all the comments that are coming in. Check out all the comments from earlier on Wake Up Call, and indeed on launch day as well, when we were asking for your testimonials. Scroll back, see what everyone's saying about the Junior, and indeed, if you've already got a Gemini Junior, and you haven't let us know how much you love them, then let us know in the comments, because we would love to hear from you, and everyone else would love to hear from you as well who's considering buying one of those. Lots of love coming in for Craig's last card. Oh, by the way, with about half an hour to go, we will get you to vote for your demo of the show with Craig's cards, but seeing as launch day earlier on was more kind of just showing you all the deals and launching the actual day itself, and then we kind of forgot to do it on Wake Up Call, your vote for the demo of the show will also be the demo of the day, which we'll do in the next 15 minutes or so. And thank you for all of the messages about Crafty Karaoke. Jen C says, oh, that sounds fun. And Molly says, I would totally watch Crafty Karaoke. Molly, would you get involved though? That's what I want to know. Craig, well, I'll ask him what karaoke song he'd do in a minute, but let's get back to business and talk about the Gemini Junior. Let's talk about this deal, and let's talk about this being, I think I'm right in saying, Craig, your favourite machine. Why do you love the Gemini Junior so much?
The reason I love it so much is, I said this in Wake Up Call, you have to also forgive me as well, because you guys have loved it that much throughout the day. We're not actually going to be focusing on it as much on Monday Maker, so therefore I didn't bring my box with me of all my goodies, so let's take Sarah's box.
What?
Shh. I'm having to use what she's got. Shh. Oh. Apparently it's got her name on it.
It has. Shh.
So, using her box that she's got of all her stash. But what I was saying in Wake Up Call this morning is, a rough guess. I'd never be exact, but around about, I'd say about 85% of the die cutting that I do goes through my Gemini Junior. I've got my Gemini Junior on the right-hand side of me when I'm at home, and I've got my MIDI on the left-hand side. But with the Gemini Junior, what you've got is you've got that, obviously, the smaller footprint when it comes to not only the machine itself, but then the plates being A5 size, half at A4, of course. But you've still got the pause and the reverse that you already know and love. Now, you can run it all the way through, you can pause it, reverse it out if you so wish, but it's the timing that it takes takes, what's that, roughly about 9 seconds it takes from start to end on these ones here. But if you really do think about the amount of die cutting that you do, you know, how many of them are A5 or smaller? You know, you will find that so many of them will actually go through on your Gemini Junior plates. Now, there's a few different ways. For instance, most of the girls on the team will like to use their large Gemini with the junior plates, which you absolutely can do. They just say it means that they don't need to chop and change if they do need to do that. Because most of the die cutting that I do or embossing, it goes on my junior plates. What I like to do is have that there all the time. I even do it live when I'm here. If I do need my large Gemini for whatever reason, either while Ben or Joe or Becky's chatting, then I'll change them over, or we'll do it live. You've seen me literally change them over. It takes seconds. It takes seconds to just switch them over. Having the junior, yes, it's smaller, you know, and that's not a bad thing compared to the large Gemini being A4 and larger, but it gives me that little bit extra working space. Now, a lot of people that are not in the craft industry will think, yeah, does that make a difference? All of you at home know how much of a difference having that extra little bit of space really is going to be worth having it at home. I love it, you know, I just love the size of it, I love how much it does, but then I'm not taking anything away from the mini, because yes, your small die cuts will go through here, but you've seen in a past show with myself and Ben, it was actually in our old studio, how quick I can wind them through when it comes to the mini.
I wish you still had that video.
So
about 3 seconds, not even that.
Something like that.
1 second.
Something like that, yeah. So although you can do your small dies, for instance, something like this, you can run it into your junior, pause it and reverse it. This is when I would just go into my MIDI or my mini. So there really is a need for all different sizes. But having this, you looking at the dies that you've got at home, our dies. Do you know something? I'm not even going to list the brands out there. This will take all wafer thin dies out there in the market.
Well, again, you showed some earlier on Wake Up Call as well, didn't you? If people want to go back.
I did. Not only did I show them, I die cut them as well.
Yeah.
What I do like to point out as well is some of you that are new to us, new to crafting, or maybe not so much new to crafting, but new to this kind of era of crafting, I'll say, you know, well, I've got the old Tim Holtz or Sizzix, the real big thick dies. These are obviously the multimedia dies. Kind of, we tend to call them as well the bricks, because they're like big, big bricks.
They're big.
Now, you still use them nowadays, you still get them. Of course, many will notice, well, they're not going to fit through the junior. No, they don't, because of the mouth. But what we do is we've come along with our mixed media dies. Now, you'll see Bernie use these quite a lot within their soft crafts and the sewing market, that sort of area of crafting. However, you will then start to use these with your normal crafting, paper crafting. So instead of having those old style, thick multimedia dies, we now coming along and we're bringing more and more of these out in the Crafter's Companion market. And these are then going to be able to do all of your real leather, your fabrics, your balsa wood, your materials, your metals, all these different things that you can absolutely be doing. What I do just want to do is I do want to run this one through.
Want to do.
That could be the karaoke. The karaoke. And this I've found in Sarah's box.
Oh yeah.
This is one of the dies that you get within the Gemini Junior. So this is one of the standard dies that you get.
Oh, because you get extras as well as the goodies we give you, yeah.
So what you've seen in the video, within the photo, what we were shown on Wake Up Call, that doesn't include all the standard accessories you get with it, the plates, the extra dies, the embossing folder. You still get all of them included, but that's not actually what I wanted to show. I wanted to go through Sarah's intricate dies. So this is an old one of ours. Happy birthday, I think. So what I am also going to do, so that we get that perfect, crisp, clean cut, I want to take out these little bits, because there's no point in having little bits in there and it may not potentially cut, and me showing you that. The whole reason is to show you, you're going to take your die, crisp, clean die, and make sure all the bits are out. And this is something, I'm not sure if it was you, Ben, or if it was Joe the other day, had said, right, Craig, realistically, once you've die cut, do you really take all the bits out straight away?
Yeah.
I do. For the simple reason, when I do come to use it again, I don't have to stand and do what I've just done there and die cut, pop all the little bits out.
It's kind of a good habit to get into then, isn't it, really?
It is, because you might want to eagerly get crafting with what you've bits done, but however, trust me, when you come to use that die again, you need to spend all that time just popping them out. So it's worthwhile just doing it, getting into the habit of doing it. Now, also, I'm very conscious I'm constantly saying now, but it is important, your plates. The plates are key.
Flip and rotate.
Flip and rotate. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to carefully take this one out, and I'm not going to pop them all out because that is obviously time consuming. Bring in your brush, go in all of these little bits, but what I am going to do, Ben, is I'm going to pinpoint certain areas because I want you to see that it has all die cut. Now, my heart stopped there for a minute. I didn't realise this is one of the dies where the petals and the wings pop up. I did think, oh, it's not cut there, but it has. Oh. It has. It's the wings. So if we take this butterfly here, the wing pops up.
Yeah.
Now I'm pointing that out. Now I'm going to say this die isn't on our website because it is an older one. I did just want to point that out in case anyone's thinking that die's not cut out, Craig. It has. What this one has got is specific areas that pull from. Very similar to our liftable dies, actually.
Kay's got this one. She says, I got this happy birthday die and I forgot to use it. I love it. So if you've got it, good excuse to get it out and run it through your junior, if you've got one.
Yeah, and what it will do is it will make you look at the dies that you've got in your crafty stash from other companies that you've not been able to cut. For whatever reason, it's too intricate, there's not a lot of pressure. And then you'll find the Gemini will help that. Now, as I say, I actually do think that is most of them. The only bits that are still in place, all these petal bits, I'm going to show you just so that you can see, these all stay in place. They do just pop out. So most of that has all popped out. So let's take that one out here. So you can see as intricate as it is, it has all die cut where it needs to be. Now, the plates. And there's one of those things, what's the word? Not miscommunication.
Misnomers?
No, not
mysteries.
misinformation.
Misconduct?
No, definitely not that.
Mysteries.
Definitely not the mysteries.
What are those
When plates start to bend or buckle, people out there will think it's to do with the plates. Misconception. That's what it is. Now, for your cardstock, your materials, your leather, all of those to die cut to perfection, you need to have the right combination between material and pressure. Now, you need a lot of pressure in order to die cut. Now, obviously, you need the right plates for it to hold the pressure. Now, Sarah, with her dad being an engineer, before the Gemini came to market, the original one, went through so much rigorous testing to make sure that the pressure is correct. You need to flip and rotate. We don't say that. I don't say that loosely. Every time I say that, Ben just gets the giggles because he thinks I'm saying flip and rotate.
Flip and rotate.
I'm not telling you to flip and rotate your folders. I am telling you to flip and rotate your folders and your plates. That is absolutely key to, in order these to stay relatively flat. Now, what to do, I suggest it with the folders. Do the same with your plates. Come along and go A.
Wow.
Go B.
Whose plates are these?
Mine.
Oh.
Go C.
Yeah. Go C.
And go D.
Go D.
Now, what you can then do, of course, that will rub off. Even though it's a permanent marker, it'll rub off over time. So if you want to do it on a little bit of scrap and tape it down. Now, mentally, just take a rough look. and you're going, right, popping it in, I'm on side A here.
Yeah.
So running it through, that's it done. We'll go to do it again,
Yeah.
turn it around, we're doing B. Then do that again, so the next time, right, do it on side C.
Okay.
Next time, do it on side D.
So flip, flip, rotate, flip, flip.
Yeah, yeah. Now, if you were to do die cutting on C...
Flip, rotate, sorry.
Flip, rotate, that's it, yeah. We've
Sorry.
got there. Now, what you could do, now as you can see here, I've done side A and B. If you want to be really precise, then what you could do is do side A, flip it over, do B. So you're constantly flipping all the time.
Oh, right.
So A and B, so every time you're flipping it every time. That's what I mean. I know, that's what I mean. But do you know what? Make it really easy for yourself. Simply do A, B on the other side, C, and then
rotate.
D.
And then?
If you were to die cut twice on D, don't worry about it. It's not the end of the world.
No.
The main thing is you've got a mental guide that's reminding you every time to flip and rotate them, that you can see here. That is going to keep them flatter for longer, and therefore, it is a consumable, and over time you will have to do it. But what's doing is it's making the use of the plate, all area of the plate. If they're little dies, just work it over. Sometimes do it to the top, sometimes do it to the bottom. But at least by doing letters or numbers if you want, that is giving you that rough mental guide to always turning them over every single time. That's going to last long. The other thing that I like to do, and it's a personal preference, when you do embossing on card or that, sometimes you get the imprint of your cardstock die cutting that you've done. I always like to do my die cutting on one and leave one pristine.
Wow, okay.
Now, Sarah's obviously used this one because there is a little dime part in there. But I always like to do and keep one pristine so that if I'm going to do embossing, anything like that, I've got a nice crisp clean one.
Yeah.
And I always do the die cutting. But then that goes to show, if you're watching me at home, it's always the same one I'm using.
Yeah.
It's always the same one that I'm using every single time. I do have one set that I obviously use here and one set that I use at home.
Yeah.
But when I'm at home, I am using that one plate all the time. I'm flipping and rotating, and I've got one that I keep crystal clear for the embossing. So I know that was a lot of information
I think
to take in.
Yeah.
But it's why I love specifically my junior. Yes, it's because of the sizing. I just love it. And do you know what? I could just stand here for 1 minute and say I love it to bits, and you guys can back me up because I bang on about it near enough every show.
Well, I think as well, as I said earlier on, for those of you who, it's our job to tell you how great the products are because we know, but for those of you thinking, of course they're going to say that, check back. Oh, hello. Woo, 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 woo. Woo, woo. Check back on all the comments that have come in. I'm going to put this back together, but just look back today on all the comments that have come in, particularly about the Junior and also the Mini today. I would say that those have been the most popular two as far as the machines are concerned.
Yeah. And just to say as well, there's a reason, Ben, that myself, Debbie Robinson and others have bought the machine out our own pocket, whether they've worked here or like me and Debbie, Jan and that bought it even before we've worked here. There's a reason. And there's a reason that many here in the UK, the craft experts on that other channel, use the kit and caboodle, but actually use the Gemini at home.
Oh, is it my turn now? Hang on a minute. Just still wait there.
I was trying to just buy you a little bit of time.
So you need to buy me a bit more.
Sorry.
Was that right? Like that? Was that it?
That's it.
Was that it? Yeah. And that
And the
one.
card, that's
So is
it.
that there?
Hey!
Thank you. Now, loads of you have already jumped in and grabbed this machine today. Loads of you have this machine already. And listen, take it from the man who loves it so much. Why would he use this day in, day out? Why would you see this machine here in the studios day in, day out being used? Because it's a workhorse of a machine. It's going to do everything that you want it to do and more. And as we already know, you've got the power and the precision with this as well. And I know as well as these guys, and Sarah touched on it earlier on, I've sort of worked within the world of craft craft for the last, 6-7 years, and you will know if you've had other machines, it's frustrating, isn't it, when you don't get that cut, when you don't get the emboss that you want, when you've got machines that have got those sort of softer spots and you've done that die cut and it's not cut exactly how you want it to. You're not going to find that with the Gemini Junior because you're getting that amazing level of pressure. So whether you're die cutting, whether you're embossing, you're going to get the result that you want each and every time. I just think on any normal day, this deal is always phenomenal. When we bring it down to $139.99 or just shy of $200, Platinum members, you get another 20% off. So that price there now is really tempting, isn't it? But then when we say we're going to give you £100 worth of free product, you're going, hang on a minute. But then on top of that, we say we're also going to give you 100 bonus points. This is a day where you seriously need to jump in and grab this machine. A deal like this does not come along every day. So listen, if you want to get serious about your craft, if you want to move on to that next level, maybe you're someone who's already got the Mini or the MIDI and you're looking to get your first electronic machine, I can't emphasize enough that this is a brilliant day to get your hands on the Gemini Junior. Listen, we're going to come back. We've got 15 minutes remaining. We'll get you to vote for your demo of the show very shortly indeed and give you some more details on some of the great goodies that we've got as part of Members Week. But let's give you more details on your Gemini Junior. Have you got yours yet? If not, why not? Check out your baskets. Lots of love for the show coming in. Thank you for all of these. And lots of love for the tips as well that Craig has been giving you on the plates as far as your Junior is concerned. Thanks for the detailed tips on the plate, says Jency. Fabi says, I love my Gemini machines. And Cindy is just asking on Facebook, Craig, do we need to flip and rotate both plates or just the one that you cut into?
Really good question. Really, really good question. I only flip the one I'm cutting into because the pressure is going into that one. Because what you need to keep in mind, the rollers are going over and then it's going over that die with the cardstock and that. So that is what over time buckles the plate. So with the top plate, there's, other than the pressure, that roller direct, it's not getting a lot of featured focus of pressure. So I only ever flip and rotate the plate that I am die cutting into. I've never had any issues of the top plate buckling, the one that I don't use. So that's a really good question.
Thank you, Cindy, and that is what we are here for. Any more questions, be quick because we've got 10 minutes left. We're going to give you more details on the Gemini Mini in just a few moments' time, because I know a lot of people are thinking about plumping for that this evening. But before we do that, we have the all-important matter of getting you to vote for your favourite card. Now, just to say, as Craig lines these up, you're voting for your demo of the show, which will also be the demo of the day as well. Just how the day is mapped out. Whichever one you vote for will be the winner of the day. So vote wisely. What you got for us, sir?
So we have got, what we done was a twirling character here with the bumblebee.
Yep.
Then we used the left fold alphabet here. So Bumblebee number 1, left fold alphabet number 2 when it comes to this one.
I wish you'd had the Bumblebee as number 2, because then I could have gone to B or not to B.
That is a question.
But it's not. It's 1B or 2 thank you. 1B, 2 thank you. Vote now. You have 6 minutes to get your votes in, and we will announce the winner just before we finish Facebook and YouTube. Now, let's have a quick look and get Craig's take on the Mini, because I truly believe we have a die cutting and embossing machine for everybody at sort of every level, and actually at every age as well. I always think the Gemini Mini is a great little machine if you're looking for something which is portable, because it is absolutely that. It's a great little machine as well, potentially if you are wanting to start off on your crafting journey and you don't want to spend a huge amount of money on a die cutting and embossing machine. Great if you're looking to get the kids into it as well, but also, and a lot of you say this, and Craig will, I think, back me up on this as well, it's a great little machine to go hand in hand with one of the bigger electronic machines, because you don't, there's days, I guess, and projects, I guess, Craig, where you don't need to use the Junior or the Gemini.
No, you're absolutely right. And just going on to that, can I just quickly say as well, I'm sure you'll back me up as well, certainly throughout the day here, we've not gone heavy-handed with the demos that we've been doing, and that's for a reason, and that's because, hand on heart, these deals that we have, for whether you remember and have been for a while, or you are new, kind of chosen today, I chose Wake Up Call to really give you as much information as you can.
Yes, absolutely right.
So if you're looking at the 2 demos we've done there and go, Monday Maker, he's only done 2, it's because we firmly believe we have got, you've seen the prices.
Yeah.
You've seen the prices, some of the best. So obviously, yeah, going in tomorrow and that, focus more on demos and that, but we've all collectively kind of chosen to say, do you know what? Let's give you the first dibs on the first day of getting these incredible deals. Then we will then focus on the demos into the rest of the week. So just in case you kind of wondered there, a couple of demos, that's why. But yeah, the Gemini Mini, you will be surprised at how many of your dies, Crafter's Companion or other brands, go through the Gemini Mini because of the size. You will initially think of that and go, will it really? It will. All your sentiments, at least, you think how many sentiments that you've got, you will be surprised at the amount of them, sheer amount of them, that are going to go through your Mini. It's folder base. Now, this is where the initial flip and rotate, this is where it came from myself anyway. But you want to see, it gets them every time.
This is the way you say it, I love it.
So I'm asking you to flip and rotate them. I'm not asking you to flip and rotate them. I think I can get away with saying that at this time. Well,
yeah, of course you can.
Time in the UK anyway. But yeah, so you're wanting to fold them over, and you can use all 4 sides. You know, the folders are that flexible, and that is the purpose of them. But even if it's something that's really intricate and that's folder base, it's still going to die cut, no problem whatsoever. So let's pop these little bits out here. I'm not going to do it all, but you can see these are all die cut beautifully. Now, what I want to say, I always laugh at myself when I say it die cuts beautifully. Well, it's like, yeah, it die cuts. You know, it die cuts. You know, it doesn't matter whether it's beautiful or not. It die cuts. I'm away to die cut something else I've not done for a while. I'm going to do it anyway. And you know what? We're trying it. I can try it for you guys at home. What I do want to say, I know that we've got the Junior on the show. But what I do want to do, I'm going to bring in the Pro.
Wow.
Right. I'm not going to do any stacking. I'm quite comfortable if I've done that. I'm not going to do it. The Mini, as a manual of the power inside, is the same as a Pro.
That's a staggering comparison, but true.
Exactly. Same as the OG Gemini that's now been nicknamed, the original A4 one, but then also the same as the Junior. So yes, it may be small in size. Please do not underestimate the power of the Mini. Just because it's hand cranked, it's still the same kind of work. Yes, the Pros had to be modified slightly because of the size of it. So let's say the large Gemini or the Junior. It's exactly the same inside, apart from the electric workings, so to say. So anything that fits in that folder base is going to go through, no worries at all. what I'm going to do is, this is now, just to make it clear, this is faux leather. This isn't real leather, faux leather. And I'm going to bring in one of our basic nesting die shapes. So I'm going to go in with an oval scalloped here. Okay, so this certainly wouldn't work with real leather. It is faux leather. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this one in here. Let's run this one through. And then we are going to run it. Now, even with that, once I get it going, I can do it one-handed.
Show off.
Show off. And then also, as I do like to do, even something as little as the suction. You know, that goes to show, I'm doing this live on a glass mat.
Yeah.
It comes up no issues. So let's go, don't even know why I doubted it.
Fantastic.
So just to make it clear, it is faux leather, but still, material like that in a folder base, that goes to show that it is the power of the rollers that's inside the Gemini. That is the Mini, that's folder base. Okay, I wouldn't go and use an intricate die like the Sentiment or something like that with faux leather, but it goes to show that you can then do that instead of card wraps or vellum wraps. What about some kind of material wrap or something just on the background? You're able to start doing it with this one here. So as I say, you know, and also just if you do have the MIDI, if you get the Mini, and your folders will even go through the MIDI as well. Do you know what? It's a little bit of a bonus as well. But, you know, the amount of dies that will go through your Mini will absolutely, it's staggering to you go through your crafty stash. As long as it's wafer thin, it's going to go through the Mini.
It is a brilliant machine, and no doubt it will remain popular over the course of this week as well. If you've already got the Junior, then the Mini again is a perfect partner to go for, particularly today. £23.99 platinum price, $35.96. 50 bonus points as well, of course. Don't forget, it's a really, really good day to jump in and grab this deal. Talking of great deals, I'll recap on why I've got a drinks bottle in my hand in just a few moments' time. But before that, let's recap on the show. We brought you the Twirling character dice. Stamp and die set at the best ever price we've done it for. This is such a fun collection. You've got the unicorn, the elephant, the bee, the dog, the cat, and more. It's £26.40 for platinum members. $32.80 and double points. That also qualifies you for today's free gift as well. The Connie Fong Angel Inspiration set. We didn't have a chance to get round to this, but actually check out Wake Up Call from earlier on where Craig did a lovely demo. Again, platinum price on that today, $43.20 or $49.60 and double points. The Left Fold Alphabet Collection, you guys have been loving this today. Half price deal on that one. Platinum members, £29.60 or $39.92. And what about the tricolour markers? Wow, I'd even forgotten about the Monday mega deal. £20 or $30. What a deal is that? Talking about what a deal, the Ultimate Pro. Wow, you're going to get the Pro with the boxer board and those two embossing boards as well. £32 or $55.96. Make up your mind there as to what you think is the best deal that we brought you today, because I certainly couldn't. I certainly couldn't make my mind up there. We brought you some phenomenal deals with double points, with free gifts, and also, by the way, if you want to join the gang, grab one of these. We launched them at 3 o'clock this afternoon. Is the brand new Crafter's Companion water bottle. £9.99 or $16.95 is the deal on this. £7.99 platinum or $13.56. Hundreds of you have already bought this. It's thirsty work crafting, isn't it, you see? So you need to make sure that you've got one of those in your life, and you can grab that right now. But as I say, hundreds already gone. Now, demo of the show. Oh, by the way, thank you so much for all the lovely comments you've been sending in. Lots of love for all of the different machines, by the way, which is great to know. But what has won the demo of the show? Was it number 1, the bee, or number 2, the thank you? By a landslide, I've been told. It's the bee! Fantastic. I do like that, actually.
How cute is that?
Really cute.
How cute is that? So that's a bumblebee. That's one here. Really, really cute when it comes to that one there. But do you know what? Can I be really cheeky?
What?
And because I'm that buzzing, can I give you a tease is tomorrow on Wake Up Call tomorrow.
Oh, because it's you.
Right, here, we're going to do a little bit of flower forming. We're going to do a little bit of painting. We're going to bring in, now, got a placemat that we can got here, a bit of slate.
Flip and rotate it.
Flip and rotate it.
I thought you, sorry. You're not going to show us what you did.
Acrylic paint pens. Brand new from Spectrum Noir. There is a show, however, you know what Wake Up Call is all about. Getting first tomorrow when it comes on. So we're going to do some painting now. We're going to have lots of fun, and we will be doing demos tomorrow when it comes to Wake Up Call.
Make sure you join us, because he showed me something earlier on that he did, and I thought he was going to show you them, but he didn't, so you'll have to tune in. Now listen, tomorrow, brand new free gift. Of course, if you want to get the free gift of the dear friend, you'll have to get that today, because it will be a different free gift tomorrow. So check out your baskets today. Yes, and as Craig says, Wake Up Call will be previewing the day, which features a masterclass at 3 o'clock UK time, 10 o'clock Eastern, with me and Debbie Fisher, where we will be doing flower forming. What a first day to bring to you as part of our Members Week. If you thought today was good, you better be here tomorrow. You wouldn't want to miss it, would you? Big thank you to all the gang. Thank you to Amy, our social media superstar. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you to George, and Craig. I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.
Bye!